G'day, it's Greenie here. I just wanted to show you what I've done with these ranunculus seedlings that were in my laundry. And while I went to get the phone, it took me 2 minutes. A blackbird came and dug those ones out. So I'll put them back in a minute. But I just wanted to show you I've got a whole bed full under the net here. And I'm going to walk you across to where I've got some more established corms. But I will come and net that and put those few back in. Pesky birds, hence the net. Oh, there's a poppy seeds here. I don't really like nets in the garden because I think they're messy. I'd rather seed plants, but the blackbirds keep eating them, pulling them out. So these ones here are more established ranunculus from corms from last season. And then this gap in here is because the blackbirds took a whole heap and I've just put some more in there. More established ones here. I'm yet to see any flower spikes. And then, I'm standing on my clips. A couple of established ones here, and then we're getting into some underplanting around some excess tulip bulbs that I had. So I've put the little ranunculus seedlings around them and all the way down. Let's have a close look up this end. I've planted them way closer than you would established corms. But the aim this year is just to grow corms, not to grow flowers. I am secretly hoping they'll show me what colour they are, but I think that's too tall an expectation. I think if I can get corms, I should get flowers next year. So all the way down the whole driveway strip that goes in between my shed at the back and my garage at the front. So there should be thousands in there. What I've got over here is seedlings from white flowers. You might remember a small tray of white ones. I'm hoping they'll grow white flowering plants. So I've got trays underneath here. And as you can see, the leaves grow up through the net and they tend to pull the seedling out when I lift the net. So I'll be putting them back in. These are going to find a spot out in the garden under the net with a hoop to hold the net up so that the leaves don't grow through again. So I've got at least 360 of those. So the rest of the poor garden's been neglected because it's just been seedling. But I just want to show you, sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I just want to show you what it's like. I've been doing this left-handed. So this is all I've got left aside from a little clump in the garden. I just want to show you how delicate they are. Let me just pull one out. Can you see how delicate they are? That one hasn't got a very long root. It's not focusing. This one doesn't have a very long root on it. So some of them have better roots. Let me see if I can find one. That one over the back will be better, I can kind of tell. Yeah. So can you see it's sort of focusing a bit? I'm just using my iPhone as usual. That's, oh, dropped them. I can't even see where they went. They're in the tray somewhere. But I am left-handedly, because of my tendon, separating these, dibbling a hole with my index finger and poking them in. Now I've put gloves on, which I don't usually do because I was getting an awful lot of dirt under my fingernails from dibbling and doing this, and I just wanted to not have as much. So that's all that's left in the trays, aside from just near the bucket that I'm sitting on to do them. You can see a little clump there that I'm going to divide up and put in. Oh, actually I wonder if you can see a bit better with the phone stretched up. I'm on about a power of 8. So you can see the little seedlings all too close in amongst some tulips. And I have to net them because of the stupid blackbirds. I'm trying to love the blackbirds, but they're just having a field day. They pull everything out. There's a lot of worms in there and I think they know it. Sometimes the worms just pop up, crawl across the surface and go under again. So this is part 2, not from the beginning, of growing ranunculus from seedlings. And I want to show you something else. A few times I've actually put a little clump in instead of a single seedling. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens with those. But look how tiny they are. To think they might grow flowers one day. Anyway, fingers crossed. I'll come back in a few weeks when they've put some growth on and we'll pull one up and see if there's any corms. I have not found a single corm yet, even though every now and again I squint closely at them thinking, do you have a corm? And the answer is always no. So they are no longer in the laundry, they're no longer under grow lights, they're getting planted out, the established ones up there. Actually, let me get up clumsily, and we're just going to whiz you around to this garden bed, because in here there are a few ranunculus that didn't get lifted accidentally last year. There's one, for example. There's a few in there. There's another one over the back in there. There's another one in there hiding. You might not get enough sun. But there are some in here. There's one in the end there with the anemone. Some self-seeded primula. There's jonquils, the little stinky flowers. I'm going to take them out and put them in the border garden beds for next season. And I'm going to just do exclusively tulips and ranunculus in this bed next season. It's a little bit overgrown and hazardous. Very good. That's it for now. Hooroo.